they go in, they draft Jack Bech in the second round out of TCU, right? This guy's tough as nails. So I've been comparing him to like a Hines Ward type guy, or a guy that'll go over the middle and do the dirty work. Look for a guy to hit. He's going to be I think, a really good pass catcher. He's not going to be asked to be number one. He's not even asked to be number two. He's just going to be asked to play another role in blocking.
Break down, go in depth on his role for the Raiders offense. You mentioned you don't think he might maybe a 2 or a 3, but I think with that Raiders wide receiver room being as light as it is, I think he has the potential to become number 1 for the Raiders.
Yeah, I think he'll be, a solid, number 2 at first, right? I mean, we'll see how it all plays out in training camp, but he's got a big learning curve. He's got to figure out, the NFL game. And that's the thing of it. I don't think that they have to push him into a role immediately. Again, Brock Bowers is your number 1 target. He might not be a wide receiver, but he's your number 1 target. Jacoby Meyers is as good as it gets. So those are 2 right there that you feel very good about. Then you bring in Bech out of TCU, who a lot of people know his backstory, know what happened with his brother Tiger in New Orleans on New Year's, the terrorist attack that happened on Bourbon Street. And he's been saying the Raiders didn't get 1 player, they got 2. They got Tiger as well. Every rep that I have, every route that I run, every push-up that I do, every weight that I live, every time I put my pads on, Tiger's going to be right there with me. There's a really good article that he put out in the Players Tribune. I encourage everyone to go check that out and read it. It was fantastic. Just kind of let you know a little bit about him. But this team, this dude culture, he wants guys that want to compete. He wants guys that want to play tough. He wants guys that are going to leave it out there on the grass. That's exactly who Jack Bech is. He's a guy that I would get super excited about. I am excited about him, not only because of his inspirational story, but just because what I think he's going to bring to the table and the difference. I mean, this is a guy that doesn't mind going over the middle, right? Most of the time, wide receivers try to stay out of the middle. Think about like Anquan Bolden, right? And Anquan Bolden was an all-time great, but this is kind of the vision, the role that I see him playing. I mean, he's not going to be a guy that's going to stretch the field and have these big monster plays and go deep, but he's going to be that guy. He's going to be like a faster, stronger, tougher Hunter Renfrow. Right. I mean, I'm just trying to think of all these different guys that have, solidified themselves as, kind of third down guys and guys that you need a first down, you look for them. That's the kind of role I envision for Jack Bech out of TCU.
Definitely. And those are some good comps right there. Anquan Bolden. I look at him like a Tyler Lockett later in his years for Seattle, who I thought you guys were going to go out and get for the Raiders. I was shocked that Pete Carroll didn't go on ring Tyler Lockett. But man, as you know, Bech led LSU in receptions in 2021 on a star-studded team with Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas Jr., Kayshon Butte as well. This makes me really, really excited to see Bech and Pete Carroll's offense, Chip Kelly's offense. You brought it up briefly here, but Chip Kelly, how do you think he'll impact Geno Smith on the offensive side, him coming over from Ohio State? Kind of break that down and how he'll impact Geno Smith with the Raiders offense.
I think he's going to do some really good things for Geno. I mean, if you go back to West Virginia, and I know it's many years ago now, but I mean, Geno was doing some big things at West Virginia. He's a guy that we all thought was going to be a Heisman Trophy finalist, right? Because of him being able to throw the ball around the yard. Geno has a little bit of wiggle to him. He could pick up some yards with his legs, right? He didn't have to. The thing about Chip Kelly is he needs a run game to allow his offense to be able to thrive. And that's what he's going to get with Ashton Jeanty. That's what he's going to get with Bech blocking. Big Mike, I think Michael Mayer, who didn't play much for the Raiders last year. He had a personal issue. He stepped away. I think he's going to play a big role just knowing that he can block as well. I think everything is easier for Geno. You've got to have the offensive line that obviously protects him. His offensive line in Seattle was terrible last year. He took 50 sacks. That's the second most in the league, only behind Caleb Williams, who took 68. But you can't do that. You can't take 50 sacks. But I think that Chip Kelly will speed him up. I think Chip Kelly will be able to allow him to get the ball to the playmakers quickly. And again, with Ashton Jeanty being the running back, play action pass is going to be open. I mean, they're going to suck up the defense a lot because they think, well, they're just going to hand the ball off to Jeanty. And the minute that they do that, that's when he hits you over the top. That's when he hits you to Thornton. That's when he hits you to Bowers. That's when Meyers hits. I mean, there's so many different options. Again, I just think that Chip Kelly's being given so many opportunities to show what he can do as offensive coordinator. And we know, based off what he did at Ohio State with, winning a national championship, you give him some weapons, you give him some toys to play with, he's going to make it work.
Definitely. And well said, Q.